Hello friends, welcome to my channel Technocrat CS Academy. This is the video series of database management system. In this video, I am going to discuss the content or the topic of database management system or what is the syllabus of DBMS included in this series. But here let me tell you that please subscribe the channel, share with your friends, press the bell icon and so you will get the all updates. So before starting the content of the subject, first we discuss how to learn the DBMS and the different topics of DBMS, because if you make the preparation of the university exam or any other competitive exam, at first we have to understood which topics are essential and important for the exam. So here you will get the all ideas and the all concept of DBMS in this video series. So let's discuss or let's start from which topics we're going to learn one by one. Now, first, here we're going to discuss the what is the basic introduction of DBMS, that is the definition of database management system, what is the structure of database, what is mean by the conceptual level. Conceptual level is nothing but the logical level. Then what is the physical level? What is mean by the abstract level? And what is the data independence? Now here data independence can be of two types, physical data independence and the logical data independence. Now next topic is the data model, and in this data model we are going to learn how to store a database and what are the structure of storing the database, because data models are basically used for the storing a data, and it gives a different type of structure. Means data models gives a different kind of methods over there, or the different kinds of methodology. So there are some types of data models like network, hierarchical model, relational model, and object oriented model. And in this object oriented model, it includes the ER model, that is the entity relationship. We're going to discuss briefly what is mean by the ER model. So this is the overview of introduction of DBMS, and some basic questions like what is the DBMS, then explain the structure of database, then what is the data model and what are the types of data models, the questions can be asked. Now we'll see the what is mean by the file organization. Now in file organization we'll see the basic concept, what is the file organization, types of the files, physical file and the logical file. So here before studying the database management system, we have to study the all file organization concept, because before the DBMS the data is stored or recorded into the file. So here we are going to learn the fundamental concept of the file organization. So next we'll see the what are the different types of the file using to use storing a data, like heap file, what is the structure of the heap file, what is the sorted file, and index file. Now in index file we are going to divide the data into different index like primary index, secondary index, and the cluster index. So we are going to discuss in briefly what is the index file. Then what is mean by the hash file, what are the types of hashing like internal hashing or the external hashing, what are the methods of collision resolution. Now while storing a data into the file or into this hash file, we find out the address of the data by using the hash function or the hash key. And if some same kind of data is found or the same address is found for the that particular hash key, then there is a chances of the collision, and we can solve that collision problem by using some techniques called as a collision resolution or the methods of resolution. So there are some methods of resolution like open addressing, chaining, and multiple hashing. So we are going to learn what is the chaining, what is the multiple hashing, and how we are going to solve the numerical sum problem that will be learned in the further videos, and what is the external hashing. So this all topics we are going to learn into the this topic or this area, file organization. And for the university exam, the question may be asked like explain the structure of heap files for the 4 marks, or what is the index file, differentiate between the primary index and the secondary index, then what are the methods of the collision resolutions. And for the competitive exam, the numerical parts from this chaining, multiple hashing can be come or evaluate the hash key or the what is the hash function, like this question may be asked. So this is the file organization. Then we're going to discuss what is the ER model. Now ER model is a very important part of the database management system because it gives the database design and all fundamental concepts like entity and all other terminologies like what is attribute, what what are the types of the entity like strong entity, weak entity, then how to represent ER diagram by using some notations or the symbols. So here we are going to represent this ER diagram by symbols like rectangle, ellipse, or we will learn detail into how to draw the ER, or we'll also learn some case study over here. And this is the conceptual schema, simple and very easy to draw and read the all data, and it is a pictorial representation of the data. So we know that at the first stage of the any project there is a requirement analysis, and at the first we understood the all basic requirements called as a requirement specification. So after finding the requirement specification, we are not moving towards the coding part. We first make a blueprint design of data, that is nothing but the some designing tools. So ER is one of the good designing tool. So suppose for example, if in the system the passenger books a tickets and flights are associated with that tickets, so question can be asked like draw the ER diagram for airline reservation system for the 4 marks. So like that question may be come under this topic ER model. Now, in entity, between the different kind of entity, there is a mapping coordinate or the relationship between the entities, that is one to one, one to many. We'll see. We're going to see the what is the relation between many to many and many to many or many to one. So like this mapping coordinate, we are going to discuss one by one. And the other concept like past participation constraint, what is mean by the total participation or the partial participation, then what is the specialization, what is the generalization. So all this concept or all these topics we are going to discuss in one by one in further videos. So here in competitive exam the design part is not asking, but here we'll going to learn how to convert the ER model into the relational model, because the sometimes the ER design is given and question may be asked like how many minimum or the maximum table can be required from the given ER. So that means we have to convert that ER model into the relational model. So we'll going to see the all concept one by one in the detail. So this is the overview of ER model, and once you get the all concept here, you will get the out marks from this topic. So this is the ER model. Now we'll see what is the structure of relational database. Now, in this structure of relational database, we have to first discuss what is the basic concept, what are the terminologies like what is tables, row, what is tuples, then what is the constraint, and there are some different types of constraint like null, unique constraint, check constraint. Now we are going to discuss the what are the syntax for this all constraint. Next, the topic like what is mean by the what is the types of the keys like the different keys, primary key, super key, and candidate key, foreign key. So and the concept of what is the entity integrity and what is the referential integrity. So we're going to see the one by one the all types of the key and what are the definition of the key, because in many competitive exam the questions can be asked like find out the candidate key and what is the super key, how it's find, then There is a very important concept of all keys, because on the basis of this all types of the key, the further concept like the fundamental dependency and the normalization is dependent. Or the question may be asked like, in the given table, if one particular key is inserted, and then the table is going to violated or not, or if the key is deleted from that particular table, then that table is going to violated or not. So we will going to discuss all this topic in depth in upcoming videos. So this is all about the structure of relational database. Now next we will going to discuss the what is the SQL and the relational algebra. Now under this topic we are going to discuss what is the basic SQL, or what is the structure query language, and what is the features of the SQL, what are the SQL commands like DDL, what is mean by the DML, DCL and TCL. Under this command, which commands we are going to learn, that we will going to discuss in details. Then what is the basic structure of SQL query, how it's writes and how it's read, what is the clauses like where clause and having clause, what is the set operations, what is mean by the aggregate function like average, mean, max, count, sum, what is the next nested query. Nested query is the query inside the query, how it's write by using different keywords like all, union, not in. So that will be going to learn in one by one. Then what is the joins and the types of join. So all this concept we will going to learn in details in further videos. Now we'll see what is meant by the relational database design. In the relational database design, we're going to discuss what is the database design or relational database design, what is the redundancy. Redundancy is nothing but the duplications of the database, and how we going to avoid that duplication, that we're going to learn. Then what is the functional dependency. Now the functional dependency is very important topic, because many other concepts like the lossless dependency preserving and the normalization techniques are depend upon this the functional dependency. And there are some types of functional dependency like trivial dependency, multi-value dependency, and what are the characteristics or what is the rules or properties of this trivial and multi-value dependency we're going to learn in details. And what is the closure set. Then we'll see the properties of the decomposition. What is the lossless decomposition? What are the properties of the decomposition, and how to find whether it is lossless decomposed or not, or how to find the dependency preserving or not, and what is the normalization. Then the concept of types of normalization like 1NF, 2NF, what is the 3NF and the BCNF. So by using this functional dependency, we will going to understood the concept of this normalization. So functional dependency is very important part. And in the normalization, what is the process of the normalization, what are the types of this normal forms, and how to decompose into again 1NF to 2NF and 3NF to BCNF. So and in competitive exam the question may be asked like whether it is in normal form or not, and whether it is into 1NF, 2NF or in the BCNF. So we will going to understood this all this topic briefly in upcoming videos. Now we'll see the next topic, that is the transaction concept. So in this case, in this transaction concept, we're going to discuss what is meant by the transaction. Now here transaction is nothing but the sequence of tasks or single unit of tasks or the activity, that is the transaction. Then further we're going to study the what is meant by the transaction state, what is the schedule. Then there are some different types of schedule, what is the dirty read problem, how it arises, and again the very important concept that is called conflict serializability. Now again here some numerical types questions can be asked on this topic, whether the given schedule is serializable or not, or some rules or conditions to check the conflict serializability. So we're going to learn in details what is the conflict serializability. Then what is the schedule or what are the properties of the schedule. Then the given schedule is recoverable or not, what is the cascade list, and what is the mechanism of concurrency control, there are some protocols we're going to learn, that is two-phase locking protocol and what is the timestamping protocol. So like this all topics we're going to discuss in details one by one in further videos. So that is all the overview of the DBMS, and I just tried to give the overview of the syllabus over here, and from this video you understood and get the all ideas about the important topic and syllabus which will going to help you in preparation of your exam. So in this video series we cover all these topics one by one, so you will get the all concept over here, and from the next video we'll start from the basic introduction of the DBMS. So still, if you have any query or any suggestion, just comment into the comment section. Thank you.